And today we're going to do some ratting in Claire Lamb. Bit of a chill out session. Let's see what we get. What time are we on? 4 minutes till start, so just a bit of a chill out. Until then. Let's see my ship. I think we'll use this beautiful nester today. It all looks nice and shiny. Well, it's amazing how quickly that changes once you start getting hit. Nice little DPS setup. On average, this will be the DPS. It's about 2k. It's just nice for a little fun bit of writing. Some lovely augments. Some nice quick targeting. Just a nice chill out PvE ship. And the missions, let's get some encounters. Let's get them set up. Hello. We are streaming live. Ooh, I seem to have one of these lovely new missions.
The gold ones?
No, just the purple.
I can't get my gold one back. It got offered to me, and I clicked into it, and then it disappeared.
There's a few gold ones that pop up. There's one of them which is like a transport one, which is rubbish. I'm going to accept a few here. And then refresh. Yeah, I've only got the usual ones. I can accept. There's a mining safety one. Take that one as well. So I've got 9 missions. I'll start off with that longish one.
I'll put an X in for fleet.
Okay, I'll just once I've I get all of the missions, just get all the talking stuff out of the way because no one ever reads that. God knows what half these stories actually are.
They're all the same. They're just 3 waves. I missed an EVE Online where some of the missions you actually had to do certain things, or you had a timer, or that one where you show up and it's like a toxic gas and you've got to zoom through to the other gate. Do you remember that?
You know what? It's been so long.
Worlds Collide. Was it Worlds Collide?
Yeah. God, who's that from SSU flying around in a Balgon? I mean Balgon's the master at PvE. Never mind. Each to their own, I guess. I guess you just fly what you like.
I undocked in mine and did an anomaly once to make sure that it could tank the hell out of whatever showed up, which it could. And I was like, that's what I figured. All right, docking.
Okay, cool.
Not how I was. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm using the phone. So, wife is napping. So I'm in the back room on the phone.
I see. The sniper's watching.
That's Best ever.
Yeah, Sniper's watching on the. He's watching the feed as I'm streaming. I thought with it being nice and chill. I don't know if you can share the link directly from the Twitch studio. No. Seems like a bit of a daft thing.
Got a solid 2 hours. In 2 hours, I have to run I'm doing a last new entry fleet command meeting. I think I'll have gotten all the new recruits. Their little intro meeting after
Yeah,
today.
I see.
It's in 2 hours. Yeah, I was
So
like,
nice.
of course, everyone speaks in different time zones. So I was like, when I saw this up, I was like, oh man, let me see if okay. It looks like no, that'll work. I can do one, and move on to the other.
Should we get some of these underway then?
I'm down. Whatever you guys want. So what would you like to do?
So I'll just come to you.
I think the format's just whatever mission ISK is earned. I'll just hand that to the corp, but you just keep your own basically. So
Cool.
all of these ticks and everything. So that's a good point. Let's check to make sure. So I keep like the NPC ones on there, but I don't know if it's better to do the bounty ticks. But I've got the 3 NPC ships, and then I've got I've got to count the zeros because I can't even see what that is. I've got a 5 million. I've got whichever one's worth 300 points. Yeah, I'll just leave it.
Let's see what I have. I got an X in there for fleet. Whenever you want.
Oh, sorry. Yes, both of you do. Do apologize.
No problema.
Oops, pressing the wrong buttons tonight.
Did you just say no problemo to a British guy? That just
I did. He'll be all right.
I mean, we're not dense, you know. We kind of, you know,
It's
we're
about
able to adapt.
It's about cultural.
That's it.
Gene, you're already in a fleet apparently.
You said. Oh, I got a purple. The purple ones, right? Yeah. Rescue Laboratory, 4 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they're just like the long ones, basically.
I got one of those.
Yeah, grab one of those. I'll make sure actually I put myself in the squad, and then we just do the. Yeah.
I agree with what Gene was saying about the stories. The stories in EVE Online were even the like earlier ones were just kind of cooler. Like stuff would happen, you'd get ambushed in a like unexpected format or something.
Yeah.
Here it's like I don't know, read box, get stuff, shoot people. Got it. See you later.
Yeah. It's very rinse and repeat.
Certain ships, it would trigger the next wave or whatever, and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. So HP's joined the fleet as well. I know he's going to be joining at some point. Oh, he's in audio. Hello.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Well, I couldn't figure out your comment about us talking crap in fleet. Yeah.
Sorry, what? Me?
You made a comment about SAS chatting it up during fleets. CTA.
I did?
Who what?
Was that your cat, like mine?
I didn't know I said anything.
Don't deny it.
Did I? Did I
You
say
said
something?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think that was me. I missed the last CTA.
And I was told off on the last CTA. I had Lau like proper like hit me down like and shoot. They were like, dude, you can't be bumping ships.
Oh, the bowling.
Yeah.
You practiced bowling yesterday?
Well, I sent a nightmare about 30 kilometers.
Yeah.
It was funny. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It was all done in jest. But no, it was quite a serious one. Yeah.
It was pretty funny. I was just sitting there and I just saw all the move lines appear on the ships, and I was like, "Oh shit! I think we're gonna have to put this all back together." I think Shoot had kind of the same panic. He was like, "Well, we did not just because we had so many weird things going on, like a gray corp there, and all this shit was riding on it. We're like, yeah, last thing we need is for this to go awry because of a little bit of innocent bowling. So we should."
That would have been hilarious if like 20 ships just jumped through and we're like, oh, everyone's out of the bubble.
It was HP who said it.
Sniper says the nightmare went fast.
It did. It did.
For a change.
That's funny. That's a good one. He's right. Yeah. Look at that nightmare. It's moving faster than ever.
Have you seen the speed of that Talwar that I just made? So
yeah,
it's
I was going to see if I could get my my command Dragoon to go that fast.
It was a really easy one. The Talwar command has got like 90 something power grid. It's one of the few Min Matar ones to have decent power grids. There's not much else has anything decent like that.
Okay, you guys outside the station? Yeah, I see.
Yeah. HP, are you a few jumps away? Are you? Are you at the station?
Yeah. Sorry, now my wife and I drank a little bit yesterday, so I'm now panicked looking through Discord trying to find out what I said that was so bad.
Oh, it's fleeting chat. It wasn't so bad. It was just trying to figure out what you said. I linked the thread in fleeting chat.
What did you say?
Oh, I mean like shooting the shit, not talking the shit. Like.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not talking shit. Like.
That's hilarious.
Hold on, now I'm gonna edit this.
Quick! Erase it. That's funny. That is hilarious. How many jumps are you away, or do we just start?
Go ahead and start. Sorry, I got distracted by Discord panic. Sorry, I'll be right there.
That's cool. It's cool. Okay, so let's do. I mean, you guys, Gene and Lau, you're both long range, aren't you?
Yep.
Correcto.
What's your optimal?
I'm sweating from this.
96.
96 optimum.
Wow. Yeah, I'm about
95. Yeah, 95.83.
Okay. I'm looking at my. I'm trying to figure out how far these wardens can really. So, an optimum range on this warden is 73 kilometers, but then its accuracy fallout is 54. So it can probably hit. Yeah. So should we just jump in at like 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it depends because they could be beyond the center or.
And if it looks like your wardens aren't applying that well this time, we can warp in an 80 in the next one. I mean, I can play ball warping in an 80, no problem. So
yeah,
you need to be a little.
Yeah, my optimum is 87, and fall off is 21 kilometers. So.
Okay. And if you start getting hit, in fact, actually, what I'll do is I'll follow you guys.
I'll just scream.
All missions, right? Or is this the purple one?
This will be the purple one.
Yeah, there's only one of the purple, and I think it's the abandoned laboratory, which is when the battleships actually come at you, so you don't get hit till then. But we'll melt them fast.
And we're not collecting the boxes either, so because they're just crap every time.
Yep.
No, we got that 7 million one that one time.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we did one time get a few million.
I'll bring my alt in. You can do the loot collection.
Okay, can do if you want, yeah.
Sweet.
I'll leave him out of the anomaly though, so he doesn't
it's
collect
fine.
anything.
What's the alt name again? Sorry.
Camilla.
Uh,
I'll play. Just share.
Camera Janga. Yeah. Camera. You got to say it drunk. I'll put you in a new squad. So.
The first time I saw that, I didn't know that was Gene's alt, and it was a PM to me asking for the chat password to PCN. I was like, I don't know who this new kid is. Oh.
Who's this new guy?
Yep, I was like, he's definitely not getting the password. Oh shit, never mind, that's Gene's alt. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna warp to 90 then. Let's go.
Woo!
My drone control range, which is ridiculous because I should really do it off the drone's range, but my drone control range is 114 kilometers. So.
Oh wow. Dude, I didn't know the Nestor had such good drones. That's the Nestor still, right? That's
it has 84 by, just if you got the decent skills, it's got 84.
Cool.
Okay. So they're about 100 away, so that's alright.
Yay, we're flying.
And then just shoot shit, I guess. Pew pew.
Not exactly familiar with this concept.
Of just shooting.
Yeah. Further instructions required.
But I'm going to take a quick picture because we've got 103. Got 103 million in my bank. So basically, anything additional, I'm just going to throw into the. Fucking hell, we're killing things pretty quick here.
Yep.
Meld.
Auto target.
Yeah.
I don't. I was manual split guns, just hitting frigates. Man, I love doing that when I land.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna split mine.
Oh no, I left a micro warp on this one.
Versus
Well, I normally have just like a range mod just for the cannons.
Sure.
But my cannons are optimum 50 with the fall off of 44, so it'd be fine.
My guns are active, and I try to split my guns. You can't do that while they're active.
Yeah, you gotta shut them down. I know it's funny.
So do you go into strike mode with them?
Yeah.
and you hit everything fine in strike.
Yeah, everything except so just for fun, everything on the battleship level I can blast at my optimum in strike mode. Everything at the battle cruiser level, no problem. When you get to the cruiser level, if it's like an arbitrator and it's traversing really hard, it's going lateral, I'm gonna have to go out of strike mode. But if it's hauling ass at me like most of the frickin' NPCs do, then I can just shoot it. Then I can literally hit it in strike mode with full DPS and do 9,000 damage to it with a salvo.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm in strike mode about, I'd say 80% of the time. I actually land and start shooting at the battle cruisers because of lock time, right? So I'll be able to hit the battle cruisers right away. So I'll land and just start blasting, like right now I'm hitting that Oracle. And then once the first battle cruiser is blown up, I'll have locked all the frigates, and then I'll change out of strike mode and hit the frigates, and then go back to finishing the big guys.
Okay.
What do you do for drones?
I don't shoot them.
No. Your drone. I see that the strike Apocalypse Striker has 2 drone slots, so it's one.
Oh yeah, they sit there, and sometimes they're lucky enough to shoot at shit, but most of the time they're just dead weight. Which is how drones are to me all of my whole career in Eve.
So you put 2 Valkyries on there?
Yeah. Actually, what are we using right now? These are.
It's bad though, isn't it? Because you should just do the. Yeah, you should be able to do wardens, but the problem is you can't shoot beyond your control range, which is ridiculous.
Yep, I have wardens on here just for the fact that they'll, whenever they're around, able to do a little bit, they'll. But I have Valkyries in the drone bay just in case. But I pretty much never pay attention to my, to be honest. I'm like, oh look, it's hitting something weird. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I just keep Valks on just for the lone frigs that get too close, and I have to take them down.
I don't even prepare for that like I don't let that happen in ratting, and then like if a PvP NT is in system, I'm gonna dock in this thing. So, I don't really prepare for that contingency. I do have double webs in case I'm really spaced out and something makes it all the way to like 11 or 5 or whatever, and I have to get a little bit of distance and then bring it. But if I do that, I've really kind of wasted a lot of DPS time, so I've kind of screwed that anon and that tick up if I do that.
Yeah. We just had Crydenth join the chat as well from BHOS.
Hello.
She just said hi. Hi, hello. We're like semi-famous. We've got 2 people at least watching.
Ooh, that is. I think your criteria for famous might need to be tuned up a little bit.
Yeah. I was getting some good videos there. Hold on, let's do. If you hide the interface, you get really good like sort of imagery going on as I'm sort of flying or spinning around the ships. Let's look at. Oh, you can't when you hide interface. You can't like click on the ship.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, but you can move.
Freezes.
Fuck. But you can move, yeah. If you start like double tapping, yeah. Stop. Brakes. I have to occasionally pay attention because we're killing things so fast. it stops shooting at stuff. It's like no, just keep going. Oh, honestly, I'll do a screenshot of this one. This is quite good. This is quite cool.
We're laying some rats down though.
I've got some proper good PvP picture going on there. See if I can get another one. It's hard to get one with the In fact, you know what? I can probably take a video whilst we're doing this as well. This is. Oh no, I can't yet because I'm attached to my PC. It's not gonna let me.
Yeah, my picture of my apocalypse right now is just an orange potato.
Well, I've got it in a decent graphics mode. So it's pretty good. Or it should be pretty good.
I actually got decent Concord points this pass. I'm up to level 97 here. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think my alt is 96 right now, I think. But I think WoW is only like 60. I don't always finish it with WoW because he's. Huh?
I've been mining a lot this round.
Yeah. No, the mining alt, she knocks it out day 1 most of the time.
It just takes so long to get tritanium. It's so slow. Got another.
I literally have extra titanium right now that if you want to take it from GN7, I'll just give you.
I don't want to transport it.
Yeah, me neither.
Is she still mining in GN7?
Oh dang, that's a big spike in UL space counts.
Yeah, just seen. It'll be the usual suspects, is it?
The thing is that there's that obviously they should have done it during the CTA timer, but there's that POS that's anchoring, and they don't really. We basically were like, look, we don't call CTAs every time you guys anchor a POS, just do it low key, and as long as we don't start like we don't get a shit ton of oh, this purifier is getting close. Let me blow them up.
That's okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like as long as we don't get any fun spikes or whatever, just don't worry about it and post the darn thing. It'll be fine. But so I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
No one knows you're anchoring a POS. I mean, there's no announcement ahead of time.
Yeah.
I know, except for the person that actually put it in Alliance chat, hilariously enough, and then Kane removed it. Kane's a good mod.
Here's a stupid thing where I did located here, and it's my alt flew into the anomaly.
Oh, what? Oh, because it followed you.
It followed you.
I hate that.
He's like, shit. Crichton's saying, so, anything interesting going on in the pipe since our last log? Probably not the place for it. check in game, dude. Otherwise, we advertise it to the world. Yeah, proper hot. I think UL.
Just some couple capital dreads are roaming through.
Yeah, there's like dreads all over Provi.
From top to bottom.
Right. Yeah.
We all rat in dreads now, just because we all have extra.
Because we're in game, apparently. Oh, Lau, your shields got scratched.
Oh no, not my shields.
Good job, your armor tank. Is that one armor?
Yes, this is an armor tank. Shit, I haven't even turned anything on. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, how far are you away? Because I think you were drifting.
Am I? Oh, it says I'm going 14. Yeah, I guess I am still in some level of an approach for some goofy reasons as well.
Wow, this Dragoon's healing armor and shields.
Is that HP on grid too? Ooh. If you come over here, you get some heals. I do healy stuff whenever you get hurt, which is going to be never.
I usually barely get my armor scratched in these.
I better pop this small thing coming towards us.
Since I finally trained up my shield skills over the weekend to expert.
Nice.
Doing even less.
Yeah. Thanks for hitting that magnate. I had never locked it, so I was like, I'm going to have to start the lock.
I've got 3 of those locking things.
Holy shit, that's a spike in 9 UI, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the same group? Let me see here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, okay, they're moving.
Be a room, yeah.
So they're heading this way.
Well, maybe not Claire Lamb way.
No, yeah, sorry. I forget that we're actually in Claire. I'm used to being in Claire.
Crichton's like, no, not the shields. Yeah. Sorry, what armor kings in this one? Because
that's right.
Because fuck shields.
I'm pretty down with whatever.
Shields keep my armor from getting scratched. They're nice.
That's pretty cool. Because then I don't have to try to repair around.
Are you getting hit?
No. Huh? Lau was getting scratched a bit, but he's only half shields.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I haven't turned my repair on. If I end up annoyed about how much damage I take, I will run back a few inches.
That's good. So yeah, I've got a 48 range on these repairers, the group reps. So
what's that fancy stuff going on?
That's my group reps.
That's
I didn't know. Looks like I'm being plated in gold.
I'll space it out, right? Hold on. I'll space them out so it's like a constant.
Actually, I should train up my alt for Logi and just put them in a scythe and come in here and just target you and heal your shields from 150. And then you can go complete glass cannon.
Okay, you're gonna get lots of gold shit in a minute. There we go.
Golden.
So golden, so shiny.
So what does group cap look like?
I don't know.
No, I have it on the Raven. It's like it looks kind of like the freaking field from the command, as far as I recall. Like it looks like that same. It's like blue shaded, and it It looks kind of like the same graphic you get when you're pushing the command boosts out.
Pushing them out.
Yep.
Okay, that's that one done. That was like proper hard. Okay.
I was extremely hard.
I got a next. I can do the next purple.
Do you want to do a purple one next? Okay.
Well, let's knock out yours. Just knock all of yours out first.
Okay.
Let's do
I've
that.
got like 8 of the normal ones. So if you wanna do another one, then that's fine. You guys are all set to what's it called? Deputy. So you should be able to warp us. I think.
You want to do your purple then, Gene, and then we'll do mine? Or
So make sure you set yourself from the squad in the command filter. Otherwise, you'll not get from the squad. I think.
Oh yeah. You know, you guys can do that for people. Let me see.
Can you? I don't know how you force them out.
Well, actually, you have to be the fleet commander, and also you hit the little 3 lines on the squad, and then it's synchronized command filter. But I'm gonna go ahead and take care of mine.
You all get that?
Yep. Were you able to do it as the boss? I'm gonna get. I'm getting from fleet on now. So before I was at front.
Oh, whoops. So you didn't come with us?
Yeah. I'm coming.
I'm preparing for work. You must have. Yeah, it's because you're. I think when you're deputized, you work them through.
I'm not above you or whatever, and so I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that gets really weird. I don't know, but anyways, I changed it back to front fleet. But yeah, I agree. Right, it seems like how it reads that I shouldn't be able to take a warp from another squad deputy, but it seems like it works. So whatever.
Warp to be at 100 then, or 90 or.
No, everyone's here.
No, I'm here. No, it worked.
It worked, but you didn't have it set from squads. It was just.
It was from whatever someone or higher. I hadn't changed it to from fleet yet, so it's surprising that it did. But
yeah.
It's NetEase, so.
Who are obviously amazing because we're recording this.
The battle.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Oh, I can count this because I issued a fleet command, so I did my homework.
Oh, cool. Yep. Good job. Homework complete.
I'll take a good video of this. We've got like a Nessus surrounded by whatever ship you guys are. Apocalypse, that's the one. I was like, I forgot the names.
I'm just looking at it, and the battleship icon covers your entire ship on the top display.
But just do the hide interface, and you can do like a moving around.
No, that is thing. Actually, that is kind of cool how we're like in a triangle around the Nestor. That's really sweet.
If I go like to the side slightly, if I go
you're gonna
starboard,
like square up the triangle.
If I do this,
yeah, I hear you. You're going the right way. That's right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to starboard.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'll pay attention to make sure none of the little ones get through us this time. I was bullshitting last time. That's why that died. I'm all serious when I rat, like when I'm on my own, but when I'm like, when we're all talking, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta shoot stuff. There we go.
Well, the reason I have the Valkyries is so I can AFK while work or whatever. Rat here in Clara.
Oh, cool. Yeah, got it.
I get a frigate on me. I just put the Valks, and it takes like 5 minutes, but my skills I don't have full skills in small drones or whatever, but they sit there and take it out, and then I'll do a little micro warp drive burst and turn on my targeting computer.
Valks are mediums, right? I thought they were mediums, right?
Oh, whatever the small, fast ones are, Minotaur ones are.
Pretty sure Valkyries are medium. But Warriors are the smallest, fastest. Those are small, and
The Acolyte is the small one.
Acolyte's one of the small ones. Is it faster? I thought Warriors were faster, but I guess I don't know because I'm not a drone.
No, I think you're right. Warriors probably will be. Sorry, I was thinking of Mao.
I only learned the drones and which ones are faster in their speeds because they're obviously dangerous when roaming, like an anti-roam or whatever. So I'm like, oh shit, that guy's got a whole lot of warriors. Watch out.
Yeah.
All I know is it's the ones with duct tape are the ones for inties.
Yep, that's right.
I don't care about the names or. You look like you're from the other side of the tracks. I'll send you.
Oh, who's that wandering? That's HP wandering. Get back in formation! Wandering away lazily to starboard. I'm getting photographic evidence. Oh, he's just turning for his port guns to open up. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, they disappeared. Dang.
I'm getting some good pictures of this one. Some good pew-pew pictures.
Oh, that's cool.
So the loot boxes aren't here in the.
Yeah,
I wonder when they disappear.
There's a Sancho remains.
Nova core that polycore is pretty cool. It looks like an actual sea creature, like some crazy fish, like actual fish scaling, but it's pretty cool.
Oh no, I'm about to be bumped. Really slowly.
Oh, that's hilarious. Looks like he's gonna scoop you up.
He's gonna bump me, man. He's about to penetrate.
Alright.
Oh no. Oh, that's good piloting, that.
That's what she said.
He's basically just kissed the ship. Oh no, but here we go. Here's Gene. Pile driving in. Oh, and it's hit everybody, look. Oh. Apart from Lau. He's mounted my ship. He's actually mounted my ship. Ah.
You got my little dorsal fin going in. Oh.
I don't know why it's presenting. I don't know why it's pushing back. It is still pushing back. It's like going up and down. I don't know what's going on.
Not me. Not me.
Oh shit! I might actually need to fire at something. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta hit this magnate. It's close.
Oh shit! Yeah. Focus on that thing.
Should be in web in a second.
Shit! Yeah, that got pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a target painter on it now.
Yeah, me too.
There he goes. He's going down.
There we go, guys. Well, we had to fatten that little thing up, didn't we? It's so funny. We're like annihilating battleships, and then we're like, a magnate! Hey, get it! Watch out for that fucking dangerous magnate.
And why isn't my focus firing lighting up all my guns?
Dude, that happens to me. Like during you're transitioning between targets, sometimes like the ones that were shooting at the last target don't, as you would imagine, like they'll start shooting at the one you focus fired on after their next cycle ends. I don't know why, and it's not consistent either. It's got to be a bug because it doesn't always happen.
Oh no, the two red guys are touching. Red rocket on red rocket.
Yeah, and here we see the apocalypse.
The beauty of nature.
Are they only shooting me? I'm the only one with shield activating.
No, I mean I was getting the odd like touch, but
Do I not see your shields?
no, not anymore. Yeah, you're slightly forward. You see.
I'm totally forward.
I'm gonna shoot. Take care of this guy before he gets close. Come on. Unlock, sucker. There we go.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Orbit 0.
Just one more, dang it. There, cool.
This formation went to shit.
Well, yeah, someone started approaching someone else. Now I'm approaching HP. So that's
So how long does my ship over a kilometer long? Because 1 kilometer does not seem like this distance.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of strange for the battle grid, right? You're like, wait, how's my ship a whole? Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe they are that big. It's supposed to be like a whole kilometer.
They are pretty huge. That's what she said.
Carriers are. So I'm
Yeah, carriers.
orbiting at I'm at 3 kilometers. Yeah, so if that's 3 kilometers, I'm orbiting at 1, but for some reason I decided to go way off my green track. I never understood how I told it to orbit, but it never is on its orbit line.
Yeah, I did one of these yesterday, I think, but I went in quite close. It was like 60 kilometers, and I had battleships like proper up my arse, and I got down to like 30% armor. I was like, "Ooh, this is a bit close. shouldn't be doing this in the Nesta."
Yeah, that's a little spicy.
I mean, I was able to warp out. It would have been fine, but I just wanted to see how much abuse it could take.
Saying they're all in Y9.
I use the same strategy with my wife.
I wonder if she subscribes. Let's see in the chat, because you can say show viewers list. So I think we've got at least 3 viewers at the moment.
Hello, warriors.
Hello, Vyers.
Okay, I'm not going to complete the mission until I warp in.
Okay. Who else has got a purple? Have you got one, Lauren?
I got a purple. Yep, that was the end, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and warp us. Stand by. Rescue Laboratory.
Okay, so the boxes are here still. Let me loot up. Because you know the one time we don't loot, it's going to have like the $1 billion blueprint in it.
Abandoned laboratory. It's funny, we're warping from one abandoned laboratory to the other. All right.
Yep.
Fleet warp. We're going 90. Is that 90 or 80? Zoogle, what do you want?
90's fine. Yeah, 90's fine.
We're going with 86 because. Oh, actually, well, yeah. Now my warp's gonna go. So. Did you guys get that warp?
Yep.
Yeah, even my non-squad map. I'm not in your squad, but I got it. That's weird.
Oh, really?
I'm actually gonna land last because I had to go turn my striker mode off like a goof. So I'm going, but I'm just behind.
It's okay. I think I jumped first. So. Yeah, these drones seem to hit up to 100 fine. The Wardens. All the other ones are a bit rubbish. The
Yeah.
These are the only ones with decent range.
I turned it over. It said "Made in the U.S." My favorite story was during World War II. There's a lot of anti-Japanese sentiment, but people started buying in U.S. manufactured stuff again. But I think it was Japan commissioned an island, or they had an island called USA, and they would take the product, ship it there, touch it down, and then ship it out from there, and then they would say assembled or made in USA without the dot, and so they got around.
It's like everything used to be made in Taiwan, didn't it? And then it got changed to made in China. But I should probably stop talking about China now.
Yada daddies is good. All that. I'm gonna be muted for a second while I cough.
Yep.
Never asked permission if we wanted to hear his cough.
I was going to try and post those pictures in the fleeting chat. Let's see if they've migrated over to my phone. Let's get some pictures up. Oh yeah, they've come over. Cool.
HP and I are in formation. Lyle's just screwing around.
Yeah. Stop screwing around.
Stupid stuff.
That would be a cool
Okay.
add-on. You know how they have the ceremony or something, and you do your formation? That'd be cool if you could do formations in your fleet.
Yeah. I wonder if it's just testing a feature. Must be 10 or fewer pictures. Really?
Yeah, it's the 1,000 RM per corp grab feature they're testing.
What is it?
No, just joke. I don't know if you guys were talking about the ceremony, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know if they're testing a feature," but I was like, "Obviously, It costs like 1,000 or register or whatever the hell it is."
It was
Just
shocking.
a grab. It was insane. Such a money grab.
Well, it only comes out to like $2,000 or something. There's like 50. There's only 20 corps, right?
Something
I
like
did
that,
my
yeah.
math.
I thought I thought you pay no matter what. Is it like, I don't know. I actually guess I don't know. I've guessed a fair amount. I didn't read much about
I think so many
But
registered, and then so many were chosen, and then if you weren't chosen, you'd get the AUR back.
Okay. Okay.
But you'd also get the gifts still, or something.
Okay.
Oh, so they were taking in more money than just.
I think so. I think there was like 20 chosen, and then so many were then filtered down. But not really paying much attention to it. It is a bit of a money grab. Okay, I'll post some pictures.
Yeah, I like the one with all the lasers going at the one point in space. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, off in the distance.
I wish we could do crystals so we could do special colored lasers.
And the last picture there, where it's your ship humping my ship.
It looks like I'm pulling your hair.
Is it?
Wow.
that's what he took from it. Yeah, that's what he took away from it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It looks like a little puppy dog.
Little bastards.
And I need. Okay. You guys all have 555 targeting?
554. I am.
Oh, that's a lie.
I'm not sure what I am actually. Let's have a look.
I wonder if you got a T10 chip, so you're probably locking slightly faster than me.
I also
wonder if-
have.
I keep trying to focus fire, and the ship disappears before I finish.
I also have one of the bonuses on my core is the targeting.
Sniper's just asked if I will ever use this as a non-ratting purpose. The
That's a good
nester.
question. I want to know too. Acquiring mine is one.
I think it would just get blown up too fast. It would just be a big target.
Yeah, that's it sucks because like it sounds like it has some serious utilitarian, spots, but for how much it costs, it's kind of a bit hard to justify using it for those.
Yeah.
So if I do a focus fire on one of my drones, you'll get blown up.
Yeah, dude, that drove me crazy. That the first time that happened to me, that's the first time I died in this game. It was shooting. I think it was actually shooting Cow's drone, but either way, it was pretty funny. It is funny. Lock time becomes a big thing here. Like I just keep hitting relock, and half of them are gone by the time.
Yeah, I've got the three targeting threes on this thing.
Oh, okay. I don't even have any targeting rigs on this. I have freaking.
Do you have integrated on there yet? Well,
no. This is just it's a pretty straightforward standard ratting fit. It's not hyper pricey or anything. The ship has made me money, man. It really has.
Well, that's why I'm gonna put 4P in mine. It's just it makes you money, so why not make it faster?
That's true. I've been thinking about. I just didn't invest a whole lot of ISK into it, and I've already kind of turned that around. So that's I did a lot of. I guess it's not exactly true because I did upgrade the core a lot, and that cost a lot of ISK. So. And it's a ratting ship. It's a good spot to have integrated. I mean, I've got integrades on the ball and second to get blown up.
Got a 7.5 on that one. Might just outright buy the ore for the striker.
Sabaddon was getting close.
He's big. So it doesn't matter how much I shoot him. So,
I think my nester is sat on the face of Ulao. I think it's like.
Oh yeah, look at that. That looks like two insects. Yep. Anyway.
So buzzing around doing their thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And the other two guys are watching them.
Pollinating.
Space Cow anti-roam.
Is that what it was?
Yep, that's what's still going on. They're cruising around in inties, it looks like.
Space moves.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking their derrieres.
Our ships have become one.
Dun dun dun. It's like fucking Power Rangers or something.
Yeah. It's like an arm or a gun or something.
We're like waiting for someone else to connect in and turn us into the rest of the big Megazord thing.
Yeah, or like a Voltron thing.
Yep. Same idea.
Yeah. Was this the last wave? It was, wasn't it?
Who knows?
Tried to play when two become one. Spice Girls in the channel, but I'm on permission.
Oh god, no.
We were saved. Oh wow, we were saved.
I've got one of those purple things as well. If no one else has got one.
That was the only other one I had. Complete. That was it. You did it. You're amazing, she said. So passing those. Passing them.
You
There you
did
go.
it. You're amazing.
Great job.
There you go. Fleet approach.
You can't do a fleet approach to those because we don't know where they are, so you could just have to warp.
I'm just removing myself from your ship. There we go.
All right. See you later.
Call me. Okay, I warp us at 90 again.
Cool.
Zoom. I know one of them has a Cinnabel, apparently.
No, I think he said he was. I'm not sure if that was just incorrect usage, but.
Oh, I see what you mean. He was in a Cinnabel.
Yep. Shit. So I'm gonna have to warp to Zoogle because my damn striker mode was on. You better with that.
Oh, no
Let me
way.
know when you're yeah.
I was at 90, yeah.
Okay, but I won't be able to see it on the thing. So when you land, let me know so I can warp to it.
Yep, landed.
Okay. Thank you. I thought I pressed it that time. I guess I didn't.
HP and I were warped within a kilometer of each other. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, you guys warped right on top of each other and you both exploded. That would have been great.
Which is a crazy game mechanics.
There should be like a, 1 in 12,000% chance that that happens.
Well, I think they need to bring in that what would be really screwy is if you had to warp around planets and stuff. So you're trying to get away and you don't have a clear warp path because of a planet in the way.
That would be kind of cool, and you had to plot alternate courses. That'd be fun.
Of course, I'd just go find a civil rights droid and have it killed and uploaded into my ship computer like they did in Han Solo.
A civil rights droid. I think it was just angry. But oh yes, I know what you mean.
Started a revolution.
Not as good as Korg's revolution. Is it Korg? The rock monster
Those
thing.
are all things that Chewie was trying to eat. They stared at him with his loving eyes and he couldn't do it.
Okay, what are the encounters around here? There's no expensive ones next door. This tune I got here was always really bad for picking up the 20 million, 30 million missions.
Like that tune just has bad luck. That's funny.
Yeah. Pew pew.
I've yet to complete a story arc in this mission, in this game.
Oh.
I did I'd done 2 the whole time. It used to be the thing to do, but it's just not really worth it anymore.
No. Since they brought out scanning, it's just ruined it. Gosh, just shit dying all over the place. Oh, you know what I need to log into? I need to log into the Diablo game. not done that for about a week.
I normally do like once a day and run one thing. I'm at like Paragon 6 now. I think Gene's at, what do you like, Paragon 35 or something, Gene?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Have you noticed that Scrubly is like Paragon 60 plus?
Crazy, isn't it?
I haven't played in like a month.
Yeah, I play like I said, I'll log in like once a day. I normally end up like, it's stupid because I remember when I first got alt, I was like, oh, I can at least do stuff while the other is like autopiloting, right? It's like, no, you can't do that either. And I was like, shit. So now sometimes like I'll send both, or I'll send one of them in an autopilot. Like, well, I can't log in with the other one, and I might as well log in and do a dungeon real quick, and then go back to the to Eve.
My tablet crashes like every 5 minutes with Diablo.
Oh, that's rough.
It just, I mean, my phone's downloading again, like, all of the crap. You can't even go in the game without... that's awful.
I just don't understand why is it just the pictures are just so huge? I don't understand.
Yeah, why it's so big. Because it's just as much detail as like what Eve puts into it, I guess. There's lots of audio though, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot of that.
I was surprised like every mission has got someone who talks to you.
I just turn my audio off.
Yeah, me too.
I can't hear it over the slang of...
I have like my game noises turned up and the music turned down. So once in a while, like if I'm doing something, like I'll turn the audio on for like while I'm mining, just in case something, I hear the ship scream or something. But knock on wood, that hasn't been I haven't needed to utilize that. It's the cover. Oh no, they're almost through my shields. It's my original line of defense.
There's something different about these Armageddons. They seem to be able to hit you at 100, whereas the retro missions, I
always thought it was one of the APOCs that could ping. Like the APOCs would be able to ping me out past like, I don't know, like 65, 70 kind of. But that Geddon isn't hitting me. Yeah, well, he wasn't. While he was alive.
So I'll keep it all buffed out.
Rest his soul. Rest his soul.
Buff.
While he jumps into another clone.
Yeah. There's only like 12 total pilots that were fighting the whole time with these NPCs. They just keep undocking, being perpetually killed.
I'm just reading chat. They think they're hunting someone in particular.
Yeah, they came here for one guy.
Yeah. 12 people got online.
Yeah, just to get this one dickhead.
Oh, they got that idiot rattlesnake. Really? Who's that? LSR.
Standard.
Oh no.
Recording.
Yep. I'm just recording this kill mail. I'm saying this guy's an idiot. I mean, how long have we known there's like literally 12 people going around? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of the things about living in Null. You gotta kind of pay attention. Make sure people aren't saying, hey, there's a million inties for hunting people. But what if?
Why does he keep sharing?
Because he's an idiot. How long has he been there? 27 days. Yeah, it's alright, he's allowed to be an idiot. Although he has played the game for hundreds of days. No, you're not allowed to be an idiot. You played since the start, near enough.
To be honest, I still am an idiot sometimes, but I'm pretty good at not eating my own shit in when, especially it's expensive.
Yeah. How's my healing doing? Is it keeping you nice and buffed?
Oh yeah, I didn't even actually. I was like, oh yeah, here pretty soon I should probably start to turn on my repair, and then armor's at max. They stopped shooting me for a minute though. They went to someone else. I don't know who it was.
I'm out in front, so I'm being shot.
Okay.
How am I backwards? Oh no, you're back. Wow, how are you backwards?
Leave me alone.
Because he was getting hit. It's like, fuck this shit.
I do my own thing. No, I actually have no idea why. I will say that I warped in after you guys, but it should have been from the same location in the same direction. So
Zoogle's trying to get.
Charge really slowly. Oh, I do have a micro up on this one.
Wait, by the way, it's HP that's backwards, isn't it? Not me.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
I got my shield wiped in like 20 seconds, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back.
Fair enough.
Okay, should I just do a random one?
Yeah. Okay, you were right, Zook. They were the enemy was a Cinnaball.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I remember to turn off my damn siege mode.
Hey, sorry, I should have asked.
I'll be able to come.
I thought you can you warp in that or no?
No,
Not
sir.
anymore. Used to be able to, but they changed it, didn't they?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, we've got one.
It
two,
didn't
three,
kick me out the first time because I was just like, you can't dock either. Just obviously, it's like the same rules, right? Like almost. So, the first time I landed, I think I had undocked to check my DPS, and then it was like, I left the striker mode on and went to dock, and then it was like, hey, external factors are preventing you from docking, and I was like, looking around like, who is scamming me? What's going on here?
Where are the factors?
I was like, what factors? What do you mean? I was like, this game has lost its mind. I'm going to log out and log back in. And then I logged back, and I was like, oh, shit. Never mind. Everyone's like, hey, you can't start broadcasting.
I think we've got like 5 or 6 people watching now. Ooh.
And they're all commenting on your mechanical keyboard.
Saying, how loud's that? Proper loud.
So finally went to a fish and chips place, man. It was actually pretty good.
Oh, fish and
Where is
chips.
that?
That's one of our main staples over here in the UK.
I know.
I had fish and chips when I was.
Sausage and chips.
Where
Shepherd's
did
pie.
you have it, Gene? Where was it?
It was just this Taste of Britain is what the place was called.
Oh, cool. I'm not gonna lie, that probably would be the top of my list on places to go, but I would need to check it out.
But you do need to check out the gamer store I mentioned. It's 2 storefronts wide.
Did any of you guys make it to Fires on a Friday night?
It's usually too late, and you got stuff with my family to do about then. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of the same reason I don't make it. And I dig Fires and FC, but it's a lot of times that roam takes a few minutes to form up. So since it's late late for me in the evening, it can be I've only been like twice because it's late.
Yeah, good ROM. It just time doesn't work for me.
And if it's late your time, I'm never going to get there.
Yeah, that's right. I knew you weren't. If you were like I was there, I'd been like, what were you doing? Just like wake up in the middle of the night, need to roam, or what?
Yeah, it's that good. I've got to wake up.
Yeah, I got my alarm set, man. I'm gonna wake up right in the middle of my sleep period. Yeah, that's actually one of my cardinal rules for this game. I don't set alarms. Like I'm not gonna set a damn wake up in a weird time for this game because I feel like that's where you're really starting to cross a bit of a line.
I used to do that a lot for me and Zod when we played Star Wars Force Collection, which is like it was just a card game, but they closed the game down, hence why we came over here. And
oh wow!
but it was you did something called Legions at War, so like your version of a corp, and you would attack other corps, and your formation would attack other formations. It was like as if a ship attacked another ship. Like our Star Destroyer was attacking another ship, and you would do all of your moves within sort of 5 minutes, and then it would basically run them through like what do you call it? It's not role playing. Like turn based, so it's like turn based type stuff, and you'd have like so many different moves.
That sounds fun. That sounds really cool, actually.
It was really good, but it was done by Konami was the the game makers. Yeah,
they made the old MGS games, man. I did Konami.
It was they were hated as much as NetEase for the crap they did. Yeah.
Were they?
Oh, the amount of money you had to spend to play that game was just ridiculous.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll see if I can find one of my videos.
I think I was. Yeah, I know. I missed that stuff by a bit. Maybe a little too young. That sounded really cool.
It was just before this game started that I finished. It was like 6 months to a year.
Oh no! Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So it was a mobile game then, right?
Yeah. It was.
Okay. For some reason, I was imagining it as like a PC-based older game.
I'll see if I can find a video. I'll put a video in. I'll put it in the fleeting chat. Just stuff seems to just get hidden in there. So see if I can find it, because you can go to albums, can't you, and find videos. Yeah, there we go. Scroll all the way up past the millions of videos that I take. Okay. Let's make sure they're not too big, the videos. Oh crap, this ship's fast. I can go 1,500 with a micro warp. Fuck. Stop. Just trying to see what happens in this particular video. Okay, yeah, so I'll send this one.
In fleeting chat? I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's in fleeting chat. It'll pop up in about a minute.
I guess it's not loading. Last thing I have in fleeting chat is a lot of pictures of the nest door.
Yeah.
On all of this.
No. You have to upload it, then you have to select it and actually load it, and it loads it again for some reason. I don't know why.
I wonder what the offspring of that apocalypse nester joining would be.
A slow ship, I think. I don't think it's going to be fast. Lasers
and that did
drones.
work. I see it now.
Yeah, so this is like, so people have already selected the different actions they want to take. So you see there's loads of green circles. So you have like so many points to like contribute. Yeah, and this is kind of like what happens on each of the teams. And then people's attacks like all take place. You choose to like disable the different things on the other side. And see, we got 30 fighters on one side and 21 fighters on the other side. They're individual players. So it was 51 people in that battle, yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty fun.
But everybody was on at the same time. So it was, even though it's a turn-based game, everyone had to be there. And if you didn't, what's happening now?
Why would you choose to have YT 1300 freighters as your fighters?
So each sort of legions at war would have like special fighters. So like each kind of like tournament, you'd have certain fighters which would do more damage. So everybody just used to build like the meta basically, just for the battles. And we finished first like for the last 4 legions at war, I think. So like I was in like the equivalent of like no or something. I was like really sort of high up. See if I can find another video. They wanted the actual card, because that was just everybody taking part. The individual battles looked very different. Let's try and find it. And I always used to come up with some crazy formations. I swear, like I was the one that came up with like all the best formations in the game. I'd find some really kooky way of like trying to like build a formation.
Cool. They all did.
Yeah, I'm just getting us to warp.
Trying to make sure.
Trying to warp to 0.
Yeah, standard Zoogle style.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I found. Yeah. I don't know whether I won this one or not, but let's just play it. They take ages to download. Oh, I lost this one. Okay. Oh, well, I'll put it on anyway. Oh.
Red Rocketson.
Are there no enemies here? That's weird.
Right.
It's okay.
Did the timer wear out?
No.
Go look at it. See if the timer just wore out. That happened to me once.
No, they're like 4-hour timers. I only just did them before. That's fine.
Now you have video of the bug.
Yeah. That's strange. Okay, I'll see if I can go find videos where actually I win something. So that game you sort of preset your formation. Was that one? Yeah, and all different cards would do different things. Some of them offensive, some defensive, and some like area attacks.
Yeah, kind of a shame I missed that. It is rough that it sounds like it costed a lot of money, but it does sound like a really cool game. I dig strategy card games and stuff. Play deck building games. I obviously used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I mean, it was really good because you could like practice against your own people, and it was very much like a really complicated rock paper scissors.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like that actually.
Yeah, so no one formation was ever impossible to beat, but you'd have to, really think about it. No shit, am I like probably losing that one as well? Oh fuck, is this one of the ones? It looks like it's the one where I like literally get down to the last card. Fuck, is it? No way do I win this one. Fuck, I did as well. so, so that last one was just kind of like how it can come down to like just one card.
Ooh, I refreshed, no purples.
Yeah, I'm not getting any purples or golds.
Let's have a look. I don't think I've got a
Yeah, I'm pretty
refresh.
sure you made gold now. I've never gotten a gold before.
You sometimes get the golds for next. Well, yeah, I've had a gold in this one before, just for the new, for the new missions. And I've had a one like next door in the low sex.
Are they much better, the golds?
Not really.
It
It's
was
the same
a
sort of
$30
thing.
million mission reward.
Oh no, so you're on about the so you're on about the rare ones for the stories.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a gold.
Yeah, they're
30.
both gold. Yeah, they both show up gold. They're both like high, like these ones are purple. They both show up gold. It's a bit daft.
Wait, so you're what two different things show up gold now? I'm not tracking.
So the 30 million missions, like the really expensive ones.
Yes.
They'll show up as gold.
Yeah, like the ones in low sec that are like the end of like the super soft drink, for instance.
Yeah. So they show up
Yeah,
as gold, but also so do the
the new special missions.
Yeah, there's some new ones that show
Copy.
up gold as well.
And those new special missions are not worth it as per year. I mean, they're about the same. Like they're not much better than the purples as far as you know.
No, I can't see any reason for them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's sad.
Tracks. Oops, I wasn't ready for that warp, so
sorry.
I was just turning on. That's cool. I'll warp to you when you land. Just let me know when. Actually, no, it finally.
Yeah,
my
I
ship
did it
worked
as I was
fine.
warping out. You know when you're already in warp.
I got it. Yep, I got it. Thanks.
The caretaker mode to allow is pretty nice. The only thing I don't like about it is that it waits till the end of the timer.
Countdown to accept.
I've just
Yeah,
had
it
a
doesn't-
guy. Just had a guy called Red Knight, just like as in nighttime night. They've said, "Holy Amar, Batman! Someone streaming EE." Yes, we are, because we're that great.
Well, obviously they haven't been watching our stream, but
Yeah, the first timer, I mean, to be honest, we've had this channel going what, a year or two? I mean, back when we were an OG, so that was what, a year ago or more?
Yeah, at least a year and a half.
Yeah. I mean,
Because I know it was like early summer we left last summer.
I mean, it's not like we're streaming Dreads or anything.
Right.
I put an apocalypse skin on top of my dread.
Yeah, the APOC Dread.
It would be nice if they didn't have the fitting where you couldn't do it, but if I could get a power grid for an APOC with a capital laser on it.
Yeah, if only we had
Why
bigger
can't
power grids.
Why can't I fit a single Death Star laser in my APOC? One shot.
Oh, that would be
5 minutes
amazing.
recharge.
Yeah. Ships with like huge power grids just fit like one massive cannon on them.
Yeah, I thought I was like the Bolagorn has such extra power grid. It's insane. I was like, man, what other what you can't really oversize anything. Can I put a cap repair on this thing or some shit?
Yeah. I think you can't even if you had the power grid. I think you've got to have, yeah, which is sad.
It's like completely different skills and shit. So there's no way you could.
But it's
It
like
is, right?
having,
Yeah,
you know, it's like having a covert ops or shield field or something like that. You need to have the ship skill pop up.
yeah, yep.
I think they've obviously joined chat and then they've just done one. With a couple of people. I always check afterwards to see the statistics, and we get sometimes, you know, quite a lot of unique viewers. When I say quite a lot, yeah, it can be a handful. Okay. God, we do this so quick.
Ready for.
Oh, look at it. We're all in formation.
Oh, we want them together.
Oh, that Nestor just gunned it. He was like, "All right, see you later."
Gone, yeah.
I had a late start. I'm getting Anakin Skywalker catch up. Ooh, I finished in front.
I do like in this game the fact you'd have to pick your drones up. That would be so annoying. Like EVE Online. Like, shit, I've got to scan my drone down.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the worst. I was the worst at. I used to fly a Vexer in EVE Online, and I would be like, it would just be, you know, oh, I gotta leave real quick and whatever, and I would just, damn it, I just warped to station without damn drone. Warp back, put them away.
Shot at, and they die.
Yep. Awesome.
This guy's like, we should post in the EE Discord. I was like, yeah, we're just goofing around, you know. Just if people come, they come. People can come chat, come hang out.
We don't want to sell ourselves to be over interesting.
Yeah, we're kind of like still interested in the game, sort of.
Yep.
Whilst talking about other games like Diablo.
And that cool Star Wars thing.
Oh, someone's asked a question. So Donagurk says, "You prefer, well, as in do we?" So it's a question. Do you prefer EE over EO? Ooh, this is a debate of
That's
the
a good
mass
one.
variety. Yeah.
If I got paid to play EO because of the amount of time.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
That's I'm the same way. I play EE because I think the EVE concept is awesome. I just never had enough time to get really good at EO. And my available spare time, I've been able to get good at EE, but that's me.
I mean, the amount of time it takes to just keep your wormhole corp alive, just.
Yeah, I mean, but you've got to be sat at a computer as well, isn't it? You know, you've got that's half the drama. It's like you can't just. I mean, yes, okay, granted, I'm sat here now on my computer because I'm streaming, but I can literally go to the toilet on my iPad and still shoot shit up.
Yeah. That is that is an awesome advantage.
It says any
I love it
help.
because
This
the
game gets
game.
help. Sorry, you're saying, Gene?
No, it's just the complexity of all the little things you can do in EVE Online is just awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely, I try to go back to it. Oh, just about warp. Gonna warp, go.
Okay, let's see. Like, man, I was too late. I think
Oh, you're too late. Oh, hold on.
it's okay. Yeah.
I may have cancelled it. I seem to be just doing nothing.
Cool.
Okay, there we go.
Can you
Preparing
even
for-
cancel a warp command once it's? I mean, if you had fleet warp, can you cancel the fleet warp? I don't think so. Like, once
when
you
you
let it go.
when you're on the range, you just take it out beyond and it cancels it.
Wait, what?
So when you're selecting the range.
Now, once
Yeah.
you've done the command, you can't undo it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like as you're choosing the range. If you go
No,
beyond
that's
the
fine. Yeah,
yeah.
sure. I do that all the time when my range is being stupid. No, but I mean, like, once you've said warp fleet is going. You can't be like, no, fleet, stop it, come.
You can stop. So you can stop yourself, I guess. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But then the fleet will still go.
Yeah.
You may as well go with them.
Yeah.
Lao's never sent the fleet without himself.
And I've also never sent the fleet to the wrong place on a warp. Not one time.
Oh.
I think that happens to me almost. Like during the recent stuff, it's been like every other CTA. One weird warp.
Can you do a fleet align fast enough to stop the warp?
You have to cancel the warp first.
That's a good point. I don't want to try it because we end up dying. That'll be the thing, and I get a bad name for myself if I warp to zeros.
We're all gonna die on stream in high sec and fucking T10 battleships.
Yeah, and me and Anesta,
Awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, you and it's gonna be awesome.
So we got someone said they played. Yeah, says Donagurk said I played Echoes in the beginning, but no, don't know if I should come back. Come back.
Yeah, really, man. There's a lot more going on here than there was in the beginning for sure.
Come find us.
Oh wait, we don't have. Hey, so we don't have taxes turned up, do we?
No, it's fine. No, so it's just
well,
doing it for yourselves really as well. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
I'm going to contribute kind of what I get, which is I think I've got 50 million so far, so we've been doing all right.
Yeah, no, this hasn't been bad.
God, these things die so quick. I was going to look at the account.
Oh look, I went and donated. I was donating and I came back and my shields are gone. Oh, terrible.
Oh no. Okay, so I've got 2 jumps away. Awakening Calamity, which is a gold and it's one of these new ones, but it's in low sec. So I don't think we could do that one, unfortunately.
Not 2 jumps away from Clarela.
No.
That's why I was at it out of our home.
I'd have to go get it. I mean, if we could with us these with the pilots we have right now, we could go get a ship comp that would probably have a good chance of defending a fair range of assholes, but it would require we couldn't just jump and do it. We'd have to go like set up.
I was gonna play more towards the pocket if we did that, just so we would have
backup if
support.
A little bit of backup.
But then you wouldn't get that mission, I think. Because it would just bring you back here. Because we're not actually that far away from pocket. We're only like, what, 12 jumps?
Yeah.
That's close enough. Oh, look, mining area safety concern.
So Red Knight was saying to Donagurk, yeah, there's lots of updates since the start, and obviously we get sleepers in a couple of days as well.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about that. I don't even know if what's been confirmed about implants. Fingers crossed.
So
brought implants in EVE Online?
Well, weren't the sleepers the ones in the wormholes? Were they sleepers? Oh my god, man!
I think they were.
Yeah. Someone says yes, and at gates as well. Ooh, that would be good if they are bad guys at gates. That's the shit they should do.
They did that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Was that only in Los? Or no? That was at Null too. Yeah.
I thought that was Scorpion.
NPK camps.
I was like, whoa, what are we fighting? Where'd this rattlesnake go? Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it's just like yeah. I was gonna say some of them are slightly different Empire, aren't they?
You can get all 4 races in Clara.
Yeah, someone was just saying it was Sniper saying obviously it's not worth it, low sec really. Just you're far better doing it in like someone's Sov. Or I was just saying these high sec islands. Clareland being the example. We just sit here and just cream in all of the extra missions. It's hard to keep up though, clicking around with us doing it this fast.
Yeah, I don't understand why you can do tier 10 missions in high sec.
Yeah, they need to stop them really.
They should just increase the payouts and then make them only in low sec.
Mm-hmm.
You know, higher risk, higher reward.
Yeah.
Also had fun. I think it expanded, but the rogue drones.
Mm-hmm.
You'd get these extended missions off the rogue drone encounters in Null.
Oh, part of warp. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Warp drive active.
We're doing these quite fast now. I think we're getting into the to the way of things. I swear I've got more missions than what I've actually. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my missions aren't disappearing. So this one is religious trial, yeah. So if I go to encounters, I haven't got religious trial on here. So I've got securing shipping routes.
Overview, they're not disappearing.
Yeah. So I've got evil rights, eradicating and securing. Okay.
Oh, I know what's going on. Is my Chimeras is sitting in the Anam.
Oh, are you cloaked by any chance?
No, I'm not cloaked. I'm just sitting in the old one, and I warp in right as you guys warp away, and so we're just passing each other in the night.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why they're not disappearing. Is I'm sitting. I'll warp. Make sure I warp out to make sure they close the off your overview.
No, it's okay. At least we know an answer.
But it was interesting. It's like nothing there. It's like, but I was in warp as you guys were in warp, so. Well, I've also seen a drop in the amount of loot in these missions.
You're dropping the what, sorry?
They're not dropping as many modules.
Oh, really? They've tweaked it.
I think it's because so many people are running it, but yeah, I don't get as much material out of each.
Have you had the thing that stops you from going to your anomaly yet? The wave distortion.
Wave.
Yeah, the gravitational waves.
Yeah, that happens every once in a while.
It's annoying as hell. It's normally around in Clarelam when you've got about 250 people, and they're all sort of doing stuff. It's normally around that sort of time. I've just thought I could micro warp drive around, and I'm still going to hit these guys because I've got the wardens out. So I'm still hitting from that one point, other than my cannons. Okay. Is that Awakening Calamity any good? Nah. It's all about the sleepers, is it? Calamity tends to get used quite a lot in how am I going to put this? Manga sort of translations to English. Have you ever seen? Oh, is it the Final Fantasy movie? The one with Cloud. Is it that one they always talk about the calamity? It never really made any sense. I think the translation from sort of Japanese or Korean or whatever it is doesn't quite work out.
Complete.
Hmm?
Oh. HP says we can go for the gold.
I don't want to. Yeah, don't advertise it on stream, but I've just brought up the video on the stream.
Yeah, I see that there on stream.
So I don't advertise on the stream, but shit, it's on the stream. Yeah. It's okay.
You could do a 5-minute delay or whatever, and we could go do it.
Yeah. Gotta warp the fleet.
Drive active.
I love how they don't have a squad warp option.
You've just fleet. Oh, Red Knight has got to get to a CTA. Take care, Red Knight. Enjoy your CTA. I hope it goes well, unless it's against us.
Where's your CTA?
Yeah, where's this? We'll pass that intel along. Spies everywhere. Damn spies. He'd be like, yeah, come to us. And give us like somebody else's sov. Where there's like a 30 cap fleet going on. It's like, ooh, turn around, walk away. Like that Grandpa Simpson meme. He walks into the to the burlesque house, sees Bart, and then like picks his hat back up and walks out. Like, you knew. We're smashing through these pretty quick now. Uh,
How many mod can you only fit? You can the red, blue, and PI collectors.
Hmm.
They take one slot and the low slot on the POSs, right? So you can only have two on a POS.
yeah, you have. Yes, you have
You
two.
can have all three.
I'm not sure actually now.
It's only two.
There's only two. Yeah. I was gonna say something in my head says two, but I can't remember why it was only two. We need to start fitting weapons as well.
I really want a POS kill mail.
Yeah.
As in, you killed something else, or that it was killed.
I
you
want
killed
the final blow to be my POS against somebody.
Yeah.
I would come attack it, but that's against the Alliance policy.
They have some pretty crazy ranges too, like 50-kilometer web range, I think.
Yeah. And they can scram as well, can't they?
Yeah. And maybe it's 40 for the web and 50 for the scum.
It's another mission down.
Siege mode off.
Gonna whop whop whop. Jump jump jump. Jump jump jump. Hopefully to 90.
That's funny. I didn't know it was muted. But this is probably my last one, guys, because I will have to transfer over to the other meeting in a few minutes.
Ah, all of your responsibilities.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't you keep chatting?
Because I'm not good at that. I won't give ample attention to explaining it. So kind of
Yeah,
like
you want to be like 100% committed.
trying to save there. Trying to hopefully make this one. Every time I say this one should only be like, I'm hoping they're like 45 minutes, but like with questions and then, especially if people want to, everyone always wants to share personal stories, which is cool, but it does take a lot of the.
It's like, fuck off.
Well,
Like I always want to be like, you guys, we should have like another, like, hey, we're all like talking about PvP stuff. Like we can have a meeting, or a thing for that, an event for that. But this one is just for me to tell you what we need to do for the Goofy train.
Yeah.
Lao Solar Side.
Wow, what?
Lao Solar Side. Is that a Fireside?
Oh, good one. It wouldn't have. I don't think I would have got it if I was left alone. Period. Shooting Abaddon.
Pew pew.
Being that we did robots today.
Remember to double your bounty ticks.
Yep. I've been. If you're not hitting your commendations, that's why it took me a second.
They're not being that high, have they?
I mean, well, honestly, you get. I double all of mine because with the amount of time that I actually spend ratting, I barely use all of them before the refill. So if you're running low on them, sure, it'd be like, all right, well, I'm gonna wait for the good ones. But if you're like me and you pretty much just have enough ticks for commendations, and you might as well double.
Well, I can rat with this ship here, and I can get 10 mil ticks just with the Nesta, which is nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not as good as the what's it called, the Macario. I can get 14, 15 mil ticks.
I'm doing something wrong. I can't ever get that high.
And what DPS you got on that thing?
think I'm 950 now.
Yeah, so I'm like twice your DPS, so it makes sense to be twice the tick. This thing, well, if I do my nest worm things properly, it's on average about 2k DPS.
3491 if I keep the one hot at F2. $34.91 in laser stings though.
Yeah.
It's all right, you guys. I'm going to dock up. I gotta grab myself something to eat real quick at the transition. It was a blast. Appreciate.
Yeah. Cheers for coming.
Yeah, anytime. I'd like to attend it, man. Talk soon, guys.
Cheers. I'm just gonna fleet warp us to 90 on this last one. I guess we'll just kind of. Is this the last one? The last one I've got. Yeah, it says. We'll do this last one, and then just sort of drift off. Keep it a nice little couple of hours. Don't try and burn out.
I can refresh in 5 minutes.
Oh. Well. Let's see what I get. How many minutes have I got? I've got 12. I mean, if you were to get a purple, then that would be good, but...
I refreshed the purple.
You've got a purple?
No, I don't. I just refreshed. Man, when Zoogle's not talking about it, I tend to get him every single time.
It's cursed. Netties are watching. Let's see who's watching the stream. We've got like six watches at the moment.
Some of the devs or whatever, the admins for the game, going through and then modifying it just to screw with you.
So yeah, just to piss me off. Like, haha, he's streaming again. I swear certain characters are cursed anyway. I mean, I know it's a dice roll, and technically you can roll low numbers for a very long time, but it'd be good if they built in some form of, anti that, I guess, into the game. Like, with was it Apple Music or similar other streaming services? If they were streaming sort of certain songs and they know the songs you like, so they try to give them to you more often, even though you've said it's random. They'll still try and give you songs you like.
Oh.
It was just something like that, yeah.
I have that problem where if I let it choose, it'll just go to the same stuff over and over again. It won't branch out at all.
Oh, right.
It's like, here's songs you like. I don't want to listen to just the previous songs I've liked.
Yeah, I want something new.
Teach my daughter. She kept listening to JoJo Siwa on like the family profile or whatever, and I had to yell at her and like, open your own.
Yeah.
On Amazon. It kept popping up in the middle of workday. I was like, what?
Yeah, I get that for all my Netflix and so on. I'll have like loads of kids' cartoons they pop up. So yeah, because you watch this other one, we think you're gonna like this one. It's like, no.
You don't do profiles and kick them off over the
Well,
profiles?
on Disney, and I'm not doing an advert here for Disney Plus, but there are certain kids movies that you can't watch on the kids profile. I believe Moana is still one of them.
Did you change the age?
No. So if you do the kids profile, it doesn't come up on the kids profile because it's classed as a guidance film or something.
Set
Oh
the
no,
age.
yeah. So it's an. Oh, okay. I don't think you can do that here, can you? On our Disney Plus, it's just you have an adult profile or a kid's profile.
And
There's
then you
no
gotta go
like.
onto the website or whatever, and then you can set the age range.
Okay, I might try that one. I know
Or
we've got a
turn it
slightly.
off.
Yeah, I've got Paramount Plus as well. That's quite good. That one you've got to, if you go into the kids profile, you've got to have a pin before you can swap out.
Yep.
Whereas on like Netflix and Disney, you can just switch profile.
Oh no, you can put pins on Disney now.
Yeah, okay.
They did it. They added Deadpool.
do you have a purple HPD?
58 seconds to refresh.
Oh, a whole 58 seconds.
Oh, I don't know if I can hold for that.
Let's see how fast I can go in this in 58
You got a
seconds.
scanner? I try to go take away other people's.
Just jump into other people's. I've probably got missions we can go to, but
I haven't seen a single advert in local for missions.
which is unusual for here. They must all be asleep. But I've got 80 million ish from just us messing around. Which isn't, if we were doing this with the full tax thing on, we would have made what, a couple 100 million probably.
Yeah. Are we good for the monthly?
Oh yeah, we're always good.
Okay.
No, just zoom past. How did I not bump you there? What's going on?
I did that once to you, and I went right past you. Felt like ooh, there's that gold group thing going.
Yeah.
My refresh was a bust.
Yeah, okay. I think we should probably just call it, I think. And then we can go back to our families and, enjoy life.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna see if I can go and buy enough of these minerals for the APOC striker now.
Nice. It is worth, I mean you've seen the DPS difference. It's like 2 or 3 times your DPS, isn't it?
I'm also gonna put a 4P integrated rig on it and really get some goodness out of it. It's just gonna cost me one.
Just like go for it.
And I'm still waiting for the stupid store refresh so I can get the APOC core, nanocore.
Hmm. Yeah, I need to save up. You know what? I bought one for the Barghest, and I was like, "Ooh, do I get the Barghest or the Nesta?" And then I sold the Barghest. I was like, "Fuck! I should have got it for the Nesta." So I've got a Barghest Nanocore just sat there, and I'm like thousands of points away.
Just keep your ships, man.
Hmm?
Just keep your ships.
Well, now I will. I'm keeping the Nesta. This was always the dream ship, so I should have gone for the Nesta. But I wasn't a massive fan of the core anyway. It's the one that's orange, isn't it? Or is it orange? No, I can't remember. It's like a strange. You can't. It's not as good as the one we had to buy in the last event. The one I've got my Balgon. The illusionary ghost. Yeah,
Illusionary ghost.
yeah. It's not as good as those ones.
I always love the terms they choose. Aren't all ghosts illusionary?
They're a figment of your imagination. Okay, well, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody watching. Thank you very much for watching us. We need more. We do need more people, actually. Thank you all for watching.
Tell your friends. Okay, later on.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I don't think I'd advertise this particular this stream on because this is Twitch, so they'll get uploaded to YouTube. So it should put like a drop in for the YouTube channel. That would make sense.
Okay, later, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, take care. Take care. Is that you going as well then, HP?
Yeah. I'll catch
To
you
chill
later.
with family and stop getting yellow boxed.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, take care, dude.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Okay. So let's find. I think I could just share that. No, I can't. Manage videos. You know what? I should be able to find our YouTube link faster than this, shouldn't I? This is awfully slow. View your channel on YouTube. There we go. Our channel on YouTube, where all these wonderful okay. Thank you all, and see you again next time.